guys, welcome to Strategy Showcase, where I take subscriber strategies and I share them with the world. Remember, all strategies can win and all strategies can lose. The reason I'm doing this is so you have a whole slew of strategies you can go to. A lot of times when we're at the casinos, we see how the table is acting, that there's table trends. If you know a ton of strategies, then you can grab one of the strategies that you've seen that's matching what's going on at the casino at that time. So let's take a look at today's strategy. Hey guys, welcome to Let It Roll. Today I got a strategy from a fellow named Jonathan. He sent this in to me and he said that he had been watching my channel for a long time and he liked some of the strategies that I do, so he took pieces from it that he liked and he made his own strategy. He didn't give me a name to this strategy, but when I was looking at it and kind of messing with it, it looks like something that I would call the Alternator, and you'll see why. Let's take a look. Okay guys, taking a look at this strategy, he starts out with an iron cross. He does double the amounts on the 6 and the 8, but he keeps the same amount on the 5. For those of you that are new, the 5 with a quarter on it will pay $35 and the filled is $25. So you're still going to make a tiny bit of profit if you throw a 5, but if you throw the 6 or 8, that's where you make your big money because you'll make 70 and then you'll only lose a quarter there. So this is his layout. All right, so what he does is that he'll take every single win, okay, because every roll of the dice is going to be a win. And he picks 2 numbers. This is where the alternator comes in. And he'll only collect on 2 numbers. So this is where it's going to be up to you, where you choose the numbers you want to collect on. He actually likes the 9 and the 10. So when he plays this, he takes a chance with the 9 and the 10. So basically how this strategy works is every single roll of the dice is going to pay you something. And whatever it pays you, you're going to press these 2 numbers. And anytime these 2 numbers hit, it's a collection. No matter what happens, it's a collection. So let's just take a quick rundown of how it works here. So let's just say that they throw a 4 on the come out roll. All right, so putt goes on the 4. And now, like I said, as long as the number 7 is not rolled, you're going to make money. So let's just start out low. Let's say the first roll is a 5. All right, so the 5 gets paid. You lose the field, and the 5 gets paid $35. Now, we're just feeding the 9 and 10 with every roll, okay? And we're collecting on the 9 and 10 if it rolls. So in this case here, we got to put our $25 back in the field, and we'll just go ahead and throw $10 on the 9. All right, let's say that the 6 is rolled. You lose the quarter in the field, and you get paid $70, okay, for the 6. All right, you got to replace your field. And now since we started with the 9, we go straight to the 10 with the addition of the money here. This is the alternator. Next roll, we're going to press the 9. Next roll, the 10. Next roll, the 9. So we're alternating our 2 numbers that we choose to collect on. So let's just say that the number 5 is thrown again. All right, you lose the field and you get paid $35 for the 5. When you replace the field, you only got $10. So you can see how it can actually press up unequal based on whatever is rolling. So now if the 6 rolls, you lose the quarter, you get paid $70. All right, when you put your quarter back in the field, this is what you have left to press. So now your 10 is at $90. All right, let's say the 8 hits, lose this, you get paid 70. And remember, it's time to press the 9 because we're alternating. Quarter goes back in the field. This goes to the 9. I'm going to clean that up. Okay, so now you got 65 on the 9. All right, and now let's say the 9 hits. All right, the good thing about the 9 is and the 10 in this case is you're going to get double payment. If the 9 is thrown, you get paid the quarter there. And then here you've got 50 gets paid 70. I'm going to do it this way so it's a little quicker because I don't know off the top of my head. And then this gets paid 21. The reds. So what that hit would have made, let's see, I'm going to turn that into a quarter. All right, so 75, 85, so $91 here and 25 here. So all of that right here is what you actually keep. So that's now a keep. So from here on out, if you throw 9s and 10s a lot before the 7 comes, you're in a good situation here to make good money already. Okay, so that's how the strategy works. Okay guys, looking at this strategy here, it's going to cost you $170 to play this strategy. So the one thing you got to realize too is that if you're at a $10 table, just go to the $10 limits here. You're doubling here. So this would be $24 and that would only be a $10 chip, and this would be a $10 chip. So you could actually play this strategy at any level table. If you're at a $15 table, you'll have 15 in the field. You're going to double the 15 here, so you'd have $30 in the field or on the 6 and 8, and you'd have 15 on the 5. So this can be played at any level table, just so you know that. But if you play it at a $25 table, you're looking at a $170 layout. All right, let's take a look at some of the pros and cons of this strategy. Some of the pros of this strategy is that you can make a lot of money with this if you can get a few rolls in and you hit the 2 numbers that you choose. Remember, you don't have to choose the 9 and the 10. You can choose the 6 and the 8 if you want. If it was me personally though, I would probably choose either a 6 or an 8 depending on how the dice have been rolling, and I would choose a 4 or a 10 just so I have one shot at something that pays really good too, because believe it or not, the 4s and 10s hit a lot more than people realize. So I would probably pick like an 8 and a 10 or an 8 and a 4. But all numbers are open for you. You can do 5 and 9 if you want, okay? 5 and 6, your choice, the combination of 2 that you pick. All right, so the pros are, like I said, is if you have a decent roll, you playing enough money here where you could make good money with this strategy. The cons of this strategy here is that you really need to hit the 2 numbers that you're picking. So in reality, this strategy here, if you played through 10 hands, you could seriously go through 10 hands without making any money back whatsoever. So you could, if you took $1,000 bankroll and you played through this 10 times, you could literally lose a full $1,000 without any return. It's a volatile strategy that way because you have to hit the numbers that you are choosing in order to bring any money back to your rack. And we all know that the dice can be pretty nasty sometimes, where it's only 1 or 2 rolls, and if those 1 or 2 rolls aren't your numbers, then you're not going to make anything on that hand and possibly even that session. So it is a high risk strategy. Okay guys, let's look at some of the things that we could do to make adjustments to this strategy. All right, so looking at the base layout here, you can see that we got $170 in play. Some of the things you can do is, instead of doing the 5, of course, and I say this in a lot of my videos, but this is an important thing that people can do. Instead of covering the 5 for a quarter, you can lessen the blow if it's early 7s by hopping the 5s, okay? So what would happen here is you would hop these 5s. I'm just going to put them here so you can see it. Okay, so this would be hopping the 4-1, and this would be hopping the 2-3. All right, so what that would mean is this is a 1 roll bet, but if the 7 comes on this particular roll, you're only going to lose $4 instead of the extra quarter that you would normally have out there to cover the 5. All right, so you would only lose $4 instead of 25. So you'd save yourself $21 per roll by eliminating the 5 and just hopping them. So you could continually do this and just take the money that you're winning and put it on your other number. So you basically would minus $4 from the win. So, okay, that's one thing you can do to make an adjustment. All right, let's put it back to the original. Okay, the other thing you can do is you could actually, every time the field hits, instead of going to like the 2 separate numbers here, you can actually take that field hit and you can double the field. All right, now this is something I wouldn't recommend, but I'm showing you different things that you can do. And some of these things are going to be higher risk than others, of course. So you can go for a double hit before you press the next number. All right, so let's just say that a field number hit. So instead of putting that quarter up here on the 9 or 10 for what I was showing you earlier, you double the field. So you're looking for 2 field hits in a row. And at that point, let's say another field hit, another field roll. So you're going to make $50 there. So now you're just doubling that immediately to the next number. All right, so instead of only having a quarter on the 9, you say, I'm going to take one more risk with the field. And if you double up, now you went from a quarter on the 9 to $75 on the 9, if you chose the 9 and the 10, like the previous example. All right, so you could just play something like that, you know, a double filled hit before you press. The thing with that is that, you know, sometimes the fill don't come two in a row, so you don't get any money up on your 9 or 10 if the next roll is a 5, 6, or an 8. But the good thing is if the next roll is a 5, 6, or an 8, you're going to take this money here and you're still going to put it on there. So either way, you're going to end up with money on that second roll on one of the numbers you choose. The thing is you're going to end up with a double hit, or you're going to just end up with, you know, your basic normal from the 5, 6, and 8 here. Okay. One last thing here is I'm showing this strategy as if I'm not the shooter. Okay. So when you're the shooter, of course, you have to choose a pass or a don't pass. With this type of strategy here, I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like to play at $25 tables, including myself. So if you're at a table of friends and they understand that the don't pass is just part of a strategy, you're not trying to be negative against them, you don't think the table's going to be bad or anything like that, what you could do is lay a don't pass as a hedge. Okay, so let's just say you play a $50 don't pass. What that will do for you is of course it hedges one of the numbers. Whatever ends up being the point is going to get hedged. So let's just say the point is 4. All right. For those of you that are new, if you throw a 4, you're going to lose the don't pass. And when the 7 rolls, you're going to win the don't pass. So in this case here, we call it a little bit of a hedge, kind of like to take away the money. So if you figure here, if you get past the come out roll, you're safe on the don't pass. Now you got the 7 on your side. So you could lay your money out now. And basically you could minus $50 off of the amount you're going to lose. Okay. The only way that doesn't work is if you end up hitting the point. But so now really you've got the 7 on your side. So instead of you having these 2 quarters at risk, you can kind of minus those out of the equation because you're going to get $50 back when the 7 comes. So really this is what you have at risk now is $120 instead of $170. All right. So that's one thing you could do is play the don't pass to kind of minimize the loss if the early 7 comes. All right. So that's what you can do there to kind of minimize that $170 amount. Remember though, these are all just ways you can play. You got to remember, like I said, the don't pass is looked at as a negative at the table most of the time. But there again, in my opinion, the don't pass is just another number, okay? It's a number that's on your side. So if you find a group of friends that are okay with the don't pass, then implement that into some strategies if the tables are early 7s. So, all right, guys, that's what I have for you today. Remember, I do have my No Fear shirts available for sale if you'd like to support the channel. There's a link in the description to where you can purchase them. If you need casino gear, you can pick one up. Next time you go to the casino, you got a shirt to wear. Also, I do have the $4.99 membership for those of you that like to just go ahead and support the channel. I do give extra content as if you're a member, so consider that helping to support the channel also. And remember, guys, you guys are the best part of Let It Roll. I'll catch you guys next time. We'll see you soon. Oh, by the way, Wednesday night, I'm going to play this strategy out live. So if you want to watch me and Josie play this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, come check it out and see how this strategy fares. All right, now I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Hey guys, welcome to Let It Roll. Today I got a strategy from a fellow named Jonathan. He sent this in to me and he said that he had been watching my channel for a long time and he liked some of the strategies that I do, so he took pieces from it that he liked and he made his own strategy. He didn't give me a name to this strategy, but when I was looking at it and kind of messing with it, it looks like something that I would call the Alternator, and you'll see why. Let's take a look.